Hi everyone and welcome back to V's Budgets. For the returning subscribers, then welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, then hi, my name is V and I'm a single mum of one trying to live her best life on a budget. Welcome to the channel. I would love you to stick around. And if you do like the content, please do like and subscribe because it would help my channel grow immensely and I would be very, very grateful. So today we're here to stuff the last week of March for me, week 4, which is commencing the 28th of March. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do not cash stuff, I digital stuff. And I use 2 apps for this. I use Hyperjar for my sinking funds and I use Monzo for my spending pots. And if you stick around, then I'll show you how I do it. So without further ado, let's get into this. So here we are guys, so let's get started. Now this is my little monthly tracker. As you can see, I have my sinking funds at the top and my spending pots at the bottom. And these are my categories and I will go through them as we stuff them. We have got 4 weeks in the month of March. So therefore we're going to be focused on the last week, which is week 4. If you haven't watched this already, then do refer back to my week 3 check-in before you watch this video so you'll understand where I am in regards to my pots. But let's start with the sinking funds and therefore let's start with Hyperjar. Now I really enjoy using Hyperjar at the moment. I do love the fact that I can create as many pots as I possibly want and I can shift and ring fence money around. I have to be careful not to get too overexcited because too many pots can be a bit overwhelming and can be a bit too much, but I feel like I have a real good balance at the moment. So I have £110 this week to stuff in my sinking funds, and we will start with annual payments. Now, annual payments currently has £243.15. The next payment coming out of this will be my Disney Plus. So this pot is for all of those sort of expenses like Disney Plus, my garden bin, etc., etc. So yearly subscription or yearly expenses, including, for example, like my boiler service. The next amount will be on the 4th of April and it'll be my Disney plans, which I think, if I am not mistaken, should be $59.99, but I don't know because I got an email saying that it was $79.99, but then I checked on my Amazon subscription and it said $59.99. So I'm not actually sure how much is going to be taken. You'll be like, surprise. But we're going to be adding £10 on here. And that will take it to £253.15, which is great. Next, we are going to be going to car insurance, and car insurance has £106.87 in there. It is not due until January next year. I've literally pretty much just paid it for the year, but we are going to be adding £15, which will take it to £121.87. So we're doing quite well and building this one up. Next on the list is car maintenance, and car maintenance currently has £230. And we're going to be adding pretty much what's per usual, isn't it? Has become £25, which takes it to £255, which is great. My MOT service and car tax are not due until December, and my emergency road assistance is not due until January. So I've got plenty of time to be getting this pot up to speed. Now, Clara activity, it used to be swimming pot. Clara is my daughter and I have already paid for her spring term swimming course. We're not really sure what we're going to do for the summer because my childcare arrangements with Clara's dad are changing and we're moving to an every other weekend arrangement rather than one day each at the weekend, which means that she will not be able to attend her usual Sunday swimming session because obviously, well, she would have to do it every other week, which would not be really worth it. So we're either going to be looking at an over the week course, or alternatively, she might be trying something different. She's been wanting to do dance or ballet or maybe gymnastics. So we'll just see what happens. I've got a little bit of time to make the decision, but we are going to keep stuffing it just in case. And because obviously she will be doing something, and we're going to put £5, which will take it to £32.54. Oh, I put my teeth back in. Right, so next is Claras Birthday. Again, it's my daughter. and this is for her birthday party rather than gifts, because the gifts fall within the gifting pot. She's just had a birthday party in week 2. Or week 1, I think it was actually week 1 for me. She had an absolute blast, but I'm not going to be stuffing it. And as I said in previous videos, although this will keep getting stuffed from April, I will not be saving as much money as I have for the last year that has just gone, because she'll be starting school in September and it's unlikely that she'll be wanting to have a big party with new friends in March. So we're probably going to take her away to either like having like a Chessington sort of weekend, or maybe like a Peppa Pig World, or like something like that, rather than a birthday party, which, to be honest, she'll probably enjoy just as much, if not even more. So from April, I will start stuffing this. Next is gifts, and gifts is getting £10. It has £20 in there at the moment, and it will be getting 10, taking it to £30. I don't have any birthdays currently. There is my dad's birthday actually next week, or the week after actually. But I'm not going to see him. He doesn't live in this country, so there's no pressure yet to buy him anything. The next time I'll see him, it'll be in May, so I'll probably arrange something for then. Which means that I actually have quite a bit of time to start building this pot back up before I actually have more birthdays. So yeah. Holiday. I did pay for some flights to go to Italy to see my family in May, and we're building this pot back up, and this week we're adding £20. So we've got £193.14 in there. We're going to add £20 in there, taking it to 213.14, which is great. So basically what I've added this month in the pot has paid for those flights. So we're now back over the 200 mark, which is great. Next is home emergency and home insurance, which, as you can see, is on 0 because I have just paid it. So if you haven't seen the video where I talk about this, I will link it at the top. But yep, I'm not going to be stuffing it for this month. We're going to restart from next month. Next, we have medical, which is on £191.50. We're going to add £5. And that will take it to 196.50. So really close to the 200 mark, guys. I desperately need new glasses. So at some point I'm going to have to like get using this money. But I did want to get it to over the 100 because basically my private medical insurance has got £100 excess. So I kind of wanted to have that bit on the side because I want that secure so that if I do ever need it, it's there. So the intention is that once that is there, I am actually going to put it in a separate pot and leave it at £100 and not stuff that essentially. And yeah, and then just keep building medical for either prescriptions or like my glasses, like if, you know, the dentist, that sort of stuff. So I want to make sure that I've got £100 in there. So then it can kind of like rebuild. I know it's psychological. It makes sense in my head. But anyway, we're close. We're about £3.50 away. So next week, we'll probably do the change. Now, Ray's birthday here, as you can see, is not listed. That used to be in my gifting pot. It is my partner's birthday in 2 days. And I'm treating him to a lovely dinner and show in London on Friday night. And this is to pay for the menu. And in my Monzo pots, which we'll see in a minute, I've got some extra money to pay for the drinks. So I really do want to treat him. So I kind of ring fence the money in a different pot. Once that is out of the way, then this pot will disappear and his gifts will just be part of the gifting pots like everybody else. Next is school, and school has got £70.75. Like I mentioned, my daughter is starting school in September. And I am putting some money aside every week to make sure that I have enough to buy for her uniform and her shoes or whatever she may need. This week, we're going to be adding £5, taking us to £75.75. I love that. That's a really cool number. Next, it's Vinnie. Now, Vinnie's my cat, and this is for his yearly checkup and worming and things like that. And he's got £65 in there. We're going to be adding £5, and it's going to take it to 70. To be honest, I believe it's between 80 and 90 pounds that we need to get, and I don't need that until May. So we're doing really, really well with this one. Basically, it's pretty much ready to go. Next, you'll see we've got windows. This is not a sinking fund. Well, technically, it's a debt pot. Every month I put money in this pot to pay towards some windows that I purchased in September, and I have a year to pay the $14.90 that I owe without incurring extra charges. So I'm building this pot as fast as I can. And it just happens that Hypergel was the best place to do it in. And then finally, Christmas is the last pot and is £10. We have 140. And by adding £10, we're going to get to £150. I am so glad that I started building Christmas much earlier this year, because I fell short last year on my Christmas pot. So this year I upped the game and I gave myself a £600 target, which I know it sounds a lot for Christmas for a lot of people. But we're not sure what we're doing. We're not sure whether we're traveling abroad to see our families. We know that we don't have the children this Christmas, which is super sad, but that doesn't mean that we can't still make it special. And that this pot might not necessarily just be for Christmas presents, but it might also be for Christmas shop, or it might be for Christmas activities with the kids in the lead up to Christmas or after Christmas. So I just wanted enough money in the pot to make sure that we were covered. And my partner is also saving for Christmas, by the way. So we've got 2 households saving. So that's it, guys. So this is everything in my hyper jar, which is my sinking funds. Now let's move over to Monzo and go through my spending for the week. So here we are on Monzo, and like I said, these are my spending pots for the week. We'll start with my spending money, which is £20 each week. We are going to be stuffing 190, by the way. So that's great. Next is date night, and date night is going to be getting an extra £10. We have 56.20 in there, sorry, 56.50 in there, and with the extra £10 is going to take it to 66.50. So this will help on Friday to pay for some drinks, I hope, for my partner's birthday. I definitely have the menu covered, so I want to try and make sure that he doesn't need to pay for anything, because that would be a little bit counterproductive. Do you know what I mean? But we will try our best. Vinnie, that's again my cat, and that's for his like weekly needs, so food or litter, things like that. He has 16.75 in there. We're going to be adding £5, taking it to 21.75. Beauty is getting £20. So it had £20 in there, and it's getting an extra 20, taking it to £40. And that would have covered my next nail appointment, which normally comes to about 35 with parking. So then we will be saving again for my next nail, hair and eyebrow appointment. But that's for another time. My family time is 39.17 there. We are going to be adding £10 in there, taking it to 49.70. Ooh. Perfect. So we basically have £50 in there, which is great. Home, we have £15 in there. We're going to add another 10. I'm not sure what I need to get for home at the moment. Well, actually, no, I do. I am lying. Those of you that have been following me from the beginning, coffee machine gate saga. Yeah, so I did return the second machine because that was also leaking. So I'm waiting for a refund from Aldi, and in the meantime, I am still milking my old coffee machine every morning. To be honest, I can do that for a little while longer until I get the money back into this pot. But yeah, I think we're saving again for the coffee machine. That's all I'll say. Clara's my daughter. This is her pot for anything that she may need, clothes, toys, whatever. I did actually spend some money on Vinted on Saturday just gone for her, so I kind of depleted her pot slightly, but we're building back up and she now has £18.96, so all good. Next is miscellaneous, and we're going to be adding £5 to that. That was empty, so that's got 5. Clothes, that's my clothes, and we are going to be adding £10, which is great. Fuel, I have topped up the car and spent £25 last week, so I'm going to put £10 in here just as like a safe extra £10, but I probably am not going to top anything up until the following week, so it's just have a little bit extra. Groceries has got £45. That's our normal weekly amount. And household, again, normal weekly amount, £5. Fantastic. Cleaner only gets stuff the first week of the month, so we're not going to be doing anything with it this week. And transport, that is for my trips to the office every week, and that is getting £30. Now, I am in the office this week. I'm in my London office once, and then I'm in another office once, but I will be driving there. So in actual fact, what might actually happen is that I will move some money from the transport here back into fuel, but I'll have to see what happens in regards to like how the tank looks, because yeah, we might not need to do that. So that's it, guys. I have basically stuffed the last week of March, and I feel good. I feel like this week should be good. I am going to wait and see what happens, but I have good vibes on how this week might go. Hopefully I can have some money left from some of these pots to make sure that I end the month as close to zero as possible, because at the moment I am £78.66 over, and that's due to the change in childcare arrangements. By saying over, it means that I would have to basically dip into my savings, which I don't really want to be doing, but it is what it is, and if I need to do it, that's fine. But hopefully what that means is that with some of the money left over from this week, I don't have to do it as much. So rather than getting the full £78.66 out of the savings, I might just be able to, I don't know, get £10-15 out of this, and then I only have to put like £50, you know? But anyway, I feel like I've rambled on for absolute ages. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for those of you that have made it till the end. And if you could like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye.